I don't know if anyone's gonna be here, but I guess I'll start the show if someone is. I just gotta be activated. So you just have to say hello in the chat room to activate me. No, I will activate. I doubt that'll happen. Crap, I forgot to reset the chat. It's gonna be the chat from the last show. Oh well. And plus, alright, I'm just gonna start the show. It's me. Thanks. Thank you. Alright. Well, I came back. I'm not sure what's gonna happen. It's like 1:55 in the morning. I could be dead as hell tonight, or this could be the most awesomest show I've ever done in terms of viewership. So I guess we'll have to see. Won't we?
Yes.
Well, I took my break. Unfortunately, the dogs did not pee or poop anywhere. They were just being distracted by the neighbors or something. But I took them outside and they both used the bathroom and it was real cool. And then after that, I made myself a roast beef sandwich. I got myself some great value roast beef sandwich meat today, and gosh, I sure feel fancy. So roast beef does kind of feel like a premium sort of sandwich meat, I think. Well, I'm here to hang out. If you want to hang out, heck yeah. Let's hang out at 2 in the fucking morning on my little cartoon talk show thing. Not sure anybody wants to hang out yet.
Whoa.
We'll have to just be patient. This is sometimes how it is, Sally. New Sally. That's fine. I'm just glad to have a job. Yeah. Hey, what's good, Fairhaven Dream? Fairhaven Dream is with us. I remember him. He was the one who said, I knew it when I first started talking. He was. He started talking and Fairhaven Dream was like, I knew it. I don't know what that meant, but he knew it. I kind of have an idea. Oh? Well, why don't you share your theory with all the good people? I just think that he knew that my real voice was really delicate and pretty sounding, and that I had it in me to sound so beautiful. And when he first heard the sound of my voice, he heard the sound of angels, and he knew that once he heard my voice, that he would immediately fall in love. Old Sally is gone, and new Sally, well, I have been fully realized now. So, anything else? No. Alright. Well, maybe that's a thing. But, you know, on my break I had a roast beef sandwich, and it was pretty delicious. It had 2 pieces of cheese on it. What I did was, I took 2 slices of bread, and on 1 slice of bread, I put mayonnaise on it. And on the other slice of bread, I took like a fancy mustard, like a spicy mustard. And then on the mustard piece of bread, I laid a slice of cheese, American cheese, great value American cheese. In fact, all of the ingredients for my roast beef sandwich were made from great value products. Great value bread, great value mayonnaise, great value spicy mustard, everything. So I laid a piece of American cheese upon the mustarded bread, and then upon that piece of cheese I laid my roast beef meatikins. And once a sufficient amount of roast beef was placed upon the bread, then I laid upon the roast beef another piece of cheese. And on top of that piece of cheese, I laid upon it the mayonnaised bread. And then I ate it. And I was like, oh crap. I think I might have been gone longer than 15 to 20 minutes. And so then I came back. And here we are, 8 minutes and 53 seconds into the show. Perhaps the best episode of this show that's ever been made. So we'll see. Oh, I didn't even change the show title from "This Show Has Potential." What is the present tense of potential being realized? Like if you say that something has potential, and then its potential is proven to have been potentialized, what does that mean? Somebody help. Lived up to. Thank you. So the name of this episode should have been "This Show Has Lived Up to Its Potential." Has met its potential. I guess I guess when it comes to potential, you have to define what potential means. And, I mean, when I titled the last episode, "This show has potential," I'm being sort of playfully self-deprecating. But this show does have potential. Got people like Fairhaven Dream here who like it. I bet if Fairhaven Dream had a bunch of money, he'd be sending it all to me. Because he's super into the idea of people sending me money. I'm super into that idea too, but as the host of the show, I'm not supposed to be like that. I'm doing this show for the art. You know, so money is who needs money, right? Money is for sellouts and losers. But I sure wasn't turned down. Well, we're at 4,985 views. We might hit 5,000 views tonight. That would be sweet. Maybe once we hit 5,000 views, people will start sending in the cash. But people have already sent me some money tonight, so I don't know why I'm acting like I haven't gotten any. Balling out of control, as they say. Straight up. Well, still don't know what's gonna happen tonight here on the show. Maybe somebody will want to chat on Discord. Or maybe... Ooh. I just got a wave of tiredness, but I'm not tired. I'm gonna at least do this episode until 2:30. You know, you don't know what's gonna happen until it happens. I think that was Socrates. I think Socrates said that. Was it Socrates?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So... You're awfully quiet or preoccupied tonight, Fairhaven Dream. Are you doing anything cool that you wouldn't mind sharing with the group? I mean, to be honest, when I'm doing the show, and there are people in the chat room who aren't talking, but I know they've been talking, I just imagine them sitting here staring at me like I'm staring into the camera. And we're just staring at each other, waiting for something good to happen. Oh, looking at Etsy. Do you have multiple monitors, or are you just listening to the show? Because I know that sometimes people just listen to the show, and that's kind of... I mean, I can't be hating, but... I feel like moments where I'm being quiet are made to be better by looking at our beautiful animation. Just listening, I gotcha. I guess I should better start to do a better job for the just listening folks. Do some like podcasty stuff. Today's episode is brought to you by Audible. Audible. It's books for your ears. But no, seriously, this episode is brought to you by Tropical Dino Crunch. Tropical Dino Crunch. Now with more green ones and fewer red ones. Yum. That's right. Gotta get them ad bucks. Since Tropical Dino Crunch is our biggest sponsor, you know, we gotta give them some love. Does anybody want to sing the Tropical Dino Crunch song? Not really, man. It's like 2:11 in the morning. I know, but like they told us that they would pay us like $2 extra if we sing the Tropical Dino Crunch song tonight. And we forgot to do it the last episode. I don't want it, man. What about you, Sally? I'll split the $2 with you. Hell no. Come on. Sing the Tropical Dino Crunch song. I'll give you $1. I feel like you're taking advantage of me. No. They're paying the show $2. I'm giving you 50% of that. Like what business shares 50% of their profits with their employees ever? None. Yeah, but I feel like you should be getting more than $2. Well, we take what we can get. You got a lot of learning to do, Missy. Please don't call me Missy. Alright. So you're gonna sing it? Hold on. Will you tell the piano guy to stop? Dwayne. His name is Dwayne. Dwayne, will you stop? Alright. Tropical Dino Crunch. It tastes delicious in milk. Tropical Dino Crunch. It is so delicious. I love Tropical Dino Crunch. And I eat it for breakfast. Tropical Dino Crunch. Yum, yum, yum. Thank you, Sally. And in 45 business days, I will add your $1 to your check. Thank you. You're welcome. Good. Well, we just made $2. So that's, how cool is that? Oh man. Well, I guess I'm back to doing the show for real now. Was this like the 3rd episode of the night already? Like one whole night and I've already done 3 episodes. Your attitude determines your latitude. Interesting. I've got like a spot on my monitor here. Right after and right after the word your, there's a spot that looks like an asterisk. So I was thinking that there was an asterisk after your, but it's just a spot. Well, I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow probably, Fairhaven Dream. What do you think I should do tomorrow? Think I should play some more video games? It seems like that you're very endorsing of the video games. Oh, Kid Chameleon. Did I play that? Was that the game I already played? Wait. I can't remember if that was the... No, that's a Sega game. Huh. Like when I first... This is like, you know, I've rebooted this show a few times. Even though I've always been the same me. And when I rebooted it this past April, I played a bunch of video games. And I was like, yeah, that's my ticket. I'm just gonna play a bunch of fucking old video games. You know, and I'll just, it'll be chill and like good times. But nobody cared. You know? Here I am playing a bunch of old ass video games and nobody gave a hoot. Real shame. So then I just started doing this talking thing again, which is what I started with. One hallmark of this show is that I go back and forth between playing video games and the talk show. And I think the thing is that I gotta bring people in with the talk show and then keep them here with the video games. So it's like a vicious cycle or something, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I could look at Canadian rappers again. Or FBI things, because apparently I like to look at the FBI website a whole bunch. Well, you see, that's what I thought. And also, I love playing retro games. So I was under the retro section and I'm playing fucking, you know, Mario and Pac-Man and Paperboy and, you know, I'm like, you know, there's all these, you know, forgive the terminology, but there's all these neckbeards here playing fucking Final Fantasy. And here I am, and I've got animated puppet pals. So certainly, I've got a leg up on all these guys, right? But nope. Not at all. Nobody cared that old Alex was sucking at Paperboy or sucking at Mario. Well, no, I don't suck at Mario. I kick ass at Mario Brothers. Oh, I see. There was one day where I was just playing random NES games, and I clicked on a random obscure Japanese game, and it immediately had 8-bit titties on it. So I had to like in that episode and delete it real quick because I don't think you can show even 8-bit titties on Twitch, as far as I know. I didn't want to take any chances, so. But then there's also like yeah. That let me know that I need to research games before I play them randomly, so that there's not like nipples. And you know, I'm of the belief that, you know, the female body is beautiful. And that, you know, if you can show man nipples, then, you know, you should be able to show lady nipples. But, you know, we live in a society, so I guess that's just how it is, man. Ain't it?
Yes.
Oh, hi, Miss Suicide Sheep. It's alright. I was wondering if you were gonna show up. I know you were excited. Fortunately, I did the 3rd episode of the night, which you are watching now. But you went out with your friends, and I hope you had a good time. Sally, say hello to Miss Suicide Sheep. Hello, Miss Suicide Sheep. My day was alright. You know, just had a roast beef sandwich earlier. It was pretty good. I hope that your day was good as well. I know the way that you were talking earlier, you were saying that, aw, Miss Suicide Sheep says you sound so cute. Thank you. And she also says that you look adorable. Thanks. Oh, well, I'm glad that you're having a good day. My day is, it's okay. It's just now I'm getting back into the groove. I guess this is now day 1, basically, of getting the show revved back up. But it's kind of like starting over again, really. So, oh, you didn't think about telling your friends that maybe you should cancel whatever plans that they had thought of so that you guys could all get together and watch the show? I'm just kidding. I know that people are often embarrassed to tell their friends that they watch my show. I don't say that with sarcasm. It's true. Uh-oh, we're up to 4,990 views. Only 10 more views tonight. Yep, I gotta stay on the air until we reach 5,000. So close. Oh, I don't have special music. I need to pull up the special 5,000 views music. I don't know what it's gonna be. I gotta find something. Let's see. What is that game? Alright, cool. I found some special 5,000 views music. I found it.
Cool.
What is that game? Maybe I can help. Let me see. Let Uncle Alex look and see if he can find it. I'm just kidding, I'm not Uncle Alex. It's a PlayStation game. Whoa. Oh, it's a PSP game. Wait, no, it was on the PlayStation as well. You can't find it like you can't find like your original disc to rip an ISO from? Is what you mean? Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess that's one thing that I did notice in the retro section is a bunch of RPGs. And I'm pretty bad at enjoying RPGs. I don't dislike them. It's just that I haven't played enough of them. Like they're... And this is probably very RPG noobish of me to say is that like... Cause like I didn't play RPGs until like a few years ago. You know, I didn't think that they were like for nerds or anything. I just thought that like that they were more complicated and required more brain power than I was willing to exert, right? And, you know, so the first actual, I guess, RPG I technically played was actually a Pokemon game. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna play Pokemon. So I played it, a Pokemon game. I started with Pokemon Red. So, but I do like the idea of grinding. Oh, thank you, Miss Suicide Sheep. That's so sweet. You're hands down the best show ever. But yeah, really, thank you. Yay. Yeah, Miss Suicide Sheep does rock. Oh, and then we got a notification on the notification. Aw, that's so special. Thank you again. So, what was I saying? Oh, about RPGs. So I don't know. I'm so terrible at finishing video games. Like my two favorite video games, probably of all time. Like if I had to pick two video games and only two video games, my two favorite video games would be Minecraft and Animal Crossing. which are games that cannot be completed. Well, I mean, you can complete Minecraft. No, it means a lot to me, Miss Woodside Sheep. And I appreciate you saying that I deserve the world. Sometimes I don't feel that way, so that's very special for you to say. But I do like the idea of video games that you can't finish. And I guess you can fight the dragon in Minecraft and beat it, but that's not beating it. Because then you go back to like your regular world and you build more buildings and stuff. And I guess in Animal Crossing you could theoretically, after like a bajillion years, buy every single thing that the store offers, but I've never beaten the dragon in vanilla Minecraft. No. I attempted once, but I failed. But on my personal Minecraft game, it's a modded Minecraft, where it's I have all these mods so that I can have like washing machines and, my own photos and stuff in the game. And then I have all these overpowered weapons. So it's basically like creative mode, but I had to earn all of this stuff. I had to go in and mine iron and stuff like that. So, and now it's basically, it's basically like creative mode at this point, so that I can just build. But that's the thing about like this modded Minecraft game that I play on my own personal time, is that if I want to play regular Minecraft, the option is totally there. I can just like not use any of the mods that I've installed and just use like regular tools and do it that way. If I'm not feeling lazy, that is. But I like to go in and build my house, like this house that I'm living in, and other houses I've lived in, and buildings I've been to that I loved. And oh, you're on your very first computer, huh? That's interesting. Like, is this also the first year that you've played video games, or did you have like video game consoles, or? All that you play is Trove. Oh, Trove is a voxel game, which I guess is sort of... You never had a console, I see. I hate to be so curious. And maybe or maybe not, you can understand my curiousness. Like, did your family... Wait, you're saying to wait. Okay, I'm gonna wait. It looks like this is Trove. Which is like, it looks like Minecraft with smaller blocks, perhaps? I'm still waiting for Suicide Sheep. By the way, I'm not saying that to be impatient. Ooh, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. Yay. That's my favorite Tony Hawk Pro Skater game of all time. So, hooray. Hooray for Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. It is the only game. I would say that if I had to choose 5 video games that I could have ever, this is not even a joke. I would put Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 in there with my Minecraft and my Animal Crossing New Leaf. Oh, what a bunch of jerks. Lame. Yep, when he brought it up, I was trying to think of songs, but I always mix up the songs from Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. Hold on. Hey, Dwayne, stop the piano. Oh, and there's a Millen Collins song. It's like. I don't wanna feel it. There's nothing said. I'm so hands on the bed. The real fear that I'm falling from the fire. I don't wanna feel it. Alright. And then there's that other one. It's like a hip hop song. It's like, oh, I can't ever hum that one. Let me see. That's not the one with the Superman song on it. Is that the one with the Dead Kennedy song? It's like, wait, 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 I'm gonna pickup truck. Wait, Tony Hawk 2 I think it had a Vandal song on it. It had the one about minding your own manners in other places. So, fun. Hooray. I always try to remember the songs from Tony Hawk 2 and then I can only remember the Millen Collins song. I think there was a Lagwagon song. Maybe it was May 15th. I've never played any of the Underground games. I've never played a Tony Hawk game past Tony Hawk 3. And I only played Tony Hawk 3 once. Like, I get how the newer games were probably improved on some of the features, but like when it comes to like playing when I want to play a Tony Hawk game, I'll just stick with 2. I downloaded Tony Hawk 2 for iOS a couple of years ago. And I changed all the songs. Or a lot of the songs. And that kind of like was lame. Because Tony Hawk is, just as much about the songs. Like, I don't want to fucking play Tony Hawk 2 with like some sort of, let's see. Alright, so it's got Frank Sinatra. That's interesting. Johnny Cash. Ramones. Rapper's Delight by the Sugar Hill Gang. That's a classic. Violent Femmes. Wow, it's not Blister in the Sun. Got that Violent Femmes deep cut. Rancid. You ate In and Out. Wow. In and Out Burger's going through a bunch of controversy these days. Less Than Jake, Faith No More, Joy Division, Germs. Three Inches of Blood, that sounds hardcore, but I don't know them. I know the Suicide Machines and the Casualties. Yeah, I'm not one to want to mix my politics with my food eating. I mean, I don't mix my politics with my show doing, which most people like to do. I have politics. I have my little beliefs and stuff like that, but I suppose there are those who would say that, well, if you don't mix your politics with your hamburgers or your internet talk show, then you don't believe in nothing. Well, maybe I eat my hamburgers and do my talk show to escape those things, because they permeate all of life. Maybe I want to also provide others with a place that they can escape all of that shit. Man. But I guess with the In and Out people, I don't know. Fuck it. I'm not gonna talk about it. If everybody okay, I'm talking about it. If everybody boycotted everything that was problematic, then there would hardly be anything left. I'll just leave it at that. So, you wouldn't have nothing for nothing. Newman's Own? Paul Newman? Are you talking about Newman's Dressing? What does Paul Newman's Dressing have to do with everything? I know what Newman's Own is. Philip DeFranco is an American YouTube personality. But yeah, I'm sure they did. I'm sure that they did, because most businesses do both of those things, which, I mean, I guess that's like disingenuous in itself, but you know, who cares? Whatever. Everyone's just... But yes, Paul Newman makes some great dressing. Philip James Phil DeFranco is an American YouTube personality. He is most notable for the Phil DeFranco Show. Right, they've always had the Bible verses, and I'm a non-believer, in like the most non-believing sense of the thing. But also, I don't give a shit about whether or not people want to. I mean, I don't even care if it's on money. Oh man, I'm getting into tricky territory here. But I don't care if it's on money or anything, as long as like people aren't forced to like, I'm going there. Stop me from going there if I'm going there too far. I'm just saying that like I don't give a shit. Like if the dollar bill had Kermit the Frog on it. No, I love Kermit the Frog. I would totally endorse that. Okay, what's something I don't like? Fuck. What's something I don't like? I'm looking around my room, but my room is full of things I like. Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't like Sonic the Hedgehog, right? So, like, if they decided to put Sonic the Hedgehog on the $5 bill, you know, I'm not into Sonic the Hedgehog at all. I don't like him. I don't like Sonic the Hedgehog games. But I would still spend the money. Ooh, fun. I bet Kermit would have loved that.
Yep.
Oh, you would know. It's just a personal preference. Like, I don't think that people who like... No, it's nothing about his looks. I think he's a cool looking dude. It's his gameplay. I don't like it. Even the old platform Sonics. I don't like the idea of collecting like a bajillion rings and then you get hit by one thing and then all your rings go flying all over the place and you can't collect them all, and the game moves so quickly, so fast, and it's like, man, I just want to hang out. So yeah, whether it's in God we trust on $1 or Sonic the Hedgehog, whatever. I don't believe in Sonic, and I don't believe in God. So, but if other people want to, that's totally cool with me. And I hope that that's cool with everyone else. I used to be a believer. I was raised in the Assembly of God churches. Straight up Pentecostal. Do I believe in aliens? I believe that perhaps there is life out there. Do I believe that Earth has been visited by aliens in the last 100,000 years? I guess it depends on what you define an alien as. You know? Like, maybe they're like atom-sized, microbe-sized aliens that have floated down from the atmosphere that have never, been under a microscope to be seen. And that scientists didn't know of their existence to look for them. But they didn't come in a spaceship. Do I believe that humanoid aliens drive their gigantic metallic spaceships to Earth? No, I do not. Is that what Horton Hears a Who about? Gosh, I feel like I should know my Dr. Seuss, but gosh. I never read Horton Gives a Who. Horton Hears a Who. It's Horton Elephant. Well, there's a speck of dust talking to him. Okay. Basically, okay, I'm looking at it. Yeah, okay, I get it. Horton Hears a Who is written in anapestic tetrameter. Ooh, pop-up books are fun. Yeah, I remember they made a movie out of it. I'm not sure how fond of the idea I am of taking 20-page books that contain less than 50 words and stretching them out into a movie. But who am I to say? I've only made like 200 feature-length films in the past 2 years. So what do I know about making feature-length films, right? Alright, maybe not 200. Not all of my episodes are 2 hours long. But at least 100. Feature-length films. And these are films. Feature-length animated films. Yes, like The Hobbit. Except these are like better than The Hobbit. Because there's way more lore to be explored on It's Me, I'm Alex. There's like a whole history of things. I mean, we've got dragons and stuff here too. Here in my universe. We don't talk about the dragons a whole lot, but we've got dragons and, you know, creatures. Just like The Hobbit. So, suck it, Tolkien. So, Miss Suicide, did you go to the strip club tonight? Did you tell me that you're a very closed person? I don't know if you and your friends are always going to the strip club or... I see. Never seen Lion King. And I feel you, being a person who is from a generation that would play Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. Would have been in the generation that would have. Are you a Jehovah's Witness? I'm not saying that as an insult to anybody who may or may not be Jehovah's Witnesses. And my questioning is not meant to be insulting, but I mean there are many things I have not seen or tried. But like you're old enough to have played Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, but you didn't have a computer. And as a person who doesn't have much financially myself, I'm just curious, is it like a financial thing, or like there's like a whole bunch of pop culture and stuff. I'm obsessed with pop culture. So like if I sound incredulous and pretentious, I'm not meaning to. It's like I said, I didn't. There's a lot of things I just didn't see. Gotcha. What were your interests? And you're also a closed person, so I'm like prying. Forgive me if I'm prying into the areas you don't want to share. Don't feel obligated. And I always, like, here I am on Twitch, and I'm not a very internety. Well, I'm kind of internety, but like I appeared on Twitch, but I'm not a twitchy person. Well, twitchy is like a conservative BuzzFeed type thing, but a twitchily person. So it's always interesting to see people who aren't into like Fortnite here on Twitch. Oh, a reformed internet troll, I see. Gotcha. I want to know more about your internet trolling. Did you have a stomping ground for internet trolling? 4chan? Something awful? Maybe a super secret group of internet trolls I don't even know about? Trolling on Twitch? That's amazing. So you're like a troll on Twitch, but you like my show. But you said you're a reformed troll. Oh, I see. Wow. So you were high profile enough for somebody to put in the effort to dox you, huh? That's pretty impressive. People have attempted to try to find me, but I'm a goddamn cartoon character, so like, what are you gonna find? So you would troll on Twitch, so you would just like go to people's streams and be like, fuck you, you suck, or? Well, whatever the reformed version of you is very likable, so that's cool. I mean, you seem very sweet and nice, but I can also understand perhaps in one's life when things aren't going your way, to do such things so that maybe you feel like you have power. I feel like that's the reason that a lot of people go into internet trolling. It's because it gives them a feeling of power. Sometimes people have come to this show trying to troll me. And, well, I gotta, unfortunately enough for them, I'm kind of troll proof, you know, like, I've seen my fair share of the internet, and I know all the trolling tricks, and, well, you know, just between you and I don't even exist. I say just between you and I, but it's not a secret. I'm a fictional cartoon kid living with my puppet pals. But sometimes people have come to my show here and they're like, you know, you suck. Some guy came here one night and was like, you're trying too hard, bruh. It's like, okay. Sorry. But, you know, I know that my animation isn't, you know, great, and that my content isn't always entertaining, and, you know, I'm pretty darn self-aware about my capabilities and my limitations, and so if someone wants to come here and say them out loud, you know, it's not gonna hurt my feelings. You know, for someone to come here and say those things out loud, they're really just trolling themselves. Because they're the ones wasting their time telling me things I already know. So, sup? Yeah. So your method of trolling was just the spamming of emotes type trolling. You know, I think trolling in 2018 is mostly just, you know, back in the day, people would troll to hurt others' feelings. And now people troll to annoy. Which I guess is, you know, because everyone knows now that bullying is not cool. So they just kind of troll to, like, inconvenience somebody. And I guess there have been people who have showed up here and they get on my nerves. I guess I don't. See, I didn't make my account here on Twitch until 2016. So I missed 2015 Twitch. And when I think about this show in 2016, I just think about how the fact that I would do this show once or twice a week and nobody would ever click on it. It wasn't until last year that people would click on my show every once in a while. But now, fortunately, people will click on my show more often. I was gonna say more often than not, but I think that that would be inaccurate, but it's cool that like people such as yourself who like the show are able to find it. And you know, I know that the show isn't for everyone, so it's cool to be able to find the types of people who would enjoy just hanging out. Me too. And hopefully when they change all this stuff in the next few weeks with the categories, whatever that is, that the people who would enjoy my show will still be able to find it, hopefully. I'm glad that I decided to do an additional show tonight so that you could catch it. I think I am going to do a show tomorrow. I'm probably going to go back to doing shows like every single day. So, at least like one little tiny show, probably. Maybe I'll take a day off. I was thinking about taking a day off a week, but we'll see. Yeah, there is gonna be ads. Whenever that actually starts, I'm probably gonna add an additional minute to the beginning of each show so that people don't miss anything. Yeah, I probably should. I was thinking probably Saturdays. But tomorrow's Saturday. So I kind of want to know, I should, well, maybe I'll do a show tomorrow and then take next Saturday off and start taking Saturdays off next Saturday. Because I kind of want to stream tomorrow night. Wait. Is it Saturday now? Oh, it's like Saturday, like it's nighttime Saturday. I gotcha. I think you know what I mean, silly. Well, that's technically true. And since I do a show every Friday night, if I take Saturday off, but then I start a show after midnight, then no bother. But yeah. Maybe, but we'll see. I know on Sundays, like, cause I want to do, maybe I'll pick another day. Like Mondays are super slow. Like when I do shows on Mondays, nobody ever watches hardly. Mondays would be a great day to not do the show. Tuesdays are the next slowest days. So I think Mondays will probably be a good idea to not do the show. Oh, fun. Hooray. Well, I'm sure glad you were able to tune in. I think it's about time for me to wind down though, because I'm getting a little bit wind downy. But that's cool. I hope you had a fun evening with your friends, and I'm glad you were able to tune into this show, and thank you for your donation. That was super sweet. Do you guys have anything to say?
Yes.
What? What do you have to say to Miss Suicide Sheep and anyone else who may be watching?
Cool.
Cool. Leonard? You want to say something? Yes. Thank you everybody for watching. Sure did enjoy doing a show for you guys and stuff, and yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Sally, do you want to say anything? Since you can say shit now? Yeah. Thank you for watching and accepting me. I promise to be the best Sally that I can be. Good. What about Grace? I think that we should give Grace a little bit more time. Alright. Well, we made Sally better. Or Sally made herself better, and so, yay. Grace next, and then maybe we'll get around to getting Miss Ruth to participating more. We'll see. Alright, well. That's it's time to go. Again, thanks for watching, you guys, and I will be back sometime tomorrow. Sometime. Hope y'all have a good night. Don't forget to.
Goodbye.